Hello everyone, in this video I will go over my solution to the problem named banknotes taken from today's Codeforces round. This problem is an excellent problem which teaches us how we can use greedy algorithms to find the minimum quantity we cannot make using the given banknotes and a limit on the number of banknotes we can use. So since I solved this problem in context, I'll be telling you my exact thought process as I tried to solve this problem using greedy logic. So in this problem, we are basically given n quantities which are representing n denominations. So a number ai for I going from 1 to n will tell us that the denomination is 10 to the ai, and we can use a particular denomination multiple times, but we can use at most k number of total number of banknotes, and we need to find the minimum money which we cannot represent using k of fewer banknotes, and where each banknote is some 10 to the ai. So for example, let's say that n is 3, in which case we can use 10 to the power of 0, 10 to the power of 1 and 10 to the power of 2. And let's say k is 13. So in this case, when k is 13, it will be optimal to use 1 9 times. We can't use 1 10 times because instead of using 1 10 times, it was going to be, we are going to use lesser number of banknotes if we use 10 1 times. That's why we can use only 1 9 times. And then there are 4 left. So we can use those, we can use the banknote 10 4 times, or we can use it 5 times actually, since we want k plus 1 number of notes. And this gives us 59. That's why 59 will be the optimal answer. And let's take another example when we have 3 banknotes which are 100, so not 100, 1, 10 and 1000, and let's say that k is equal to 255. So in this case again we can use 1 into 9. We can't use 10 because there's one banknote of 10 already. In this case we can use 10 up to 99 times. We can't use it 100 times because then it will become 1000. So we can use it 99 times. So in general we are seeing the pattern that we can use the number 100, we can use the number 10,000 by 10 times, which is 100 times minus 1. And in general, as we'll see later, when we are trying to use a particular banknote, let's say that the banknote is 10 to the ai, and if we are considering the banknote 10 to the power of ai, then we can use it only 10 to the power of ai plus 1 divided by 10 to the power of ai and minus 1 times at most, because you can see from the examples itself. And in general, if you take another example to better understand this, let's say 10 to the power of 4 and let's say 10 to the power of 7, then 10 to the power of 4 is basically 10,000, and we can use 10,000 only 999 times. So that's why 10 to the power of 7 divided by 10 to the power of 4 will give us 1000. 1000 minus 1 is 999. So we can use this banknote only 999 times, and because the 1000 time will give us the next banknote, and we are using that as we are doing the sample test cases, and I'll make this more formal a bit later. So now continuing with the sample test case, we see that we can use 10 only 99 times. So the total so far is 108. So the remaining is basically 255 minus 108, which is 147, and we can use 1,147 times. So actually we want to make the banknotes k plus 1. That's why instead of 255 we'll take 256, and we'll subtract the total so far to get 148. So instead of 147 it will be 148. So 256 minus 108 will give us 148, and this will be equal to the number given over here. You can just pause the video and you can calculate that it will be 148 and 999. So basically you can verify that this will be the number if we use this kind of greedy logic. So in general, what we are essentially trying to do is we are trying to take the maximum number of denominations of a smaller banknote, correct? Because we are always trying to maximize the number of small banknotes which we can use, and this is done because we want to maximize the number of banknotes which we use, and we want to minimize the sum of the banknotes which we use. because note that the sum of the banknotes will give us the quantity S, and we want to minimize the quantity S. That's why we want to maximize the small numbers which we use, and that's the greedy strategy. So now the maximum number of quantities which we can use. So the maximum number of occurrences, if we can use the term occurrences, so the maximum number of occurrences of banknote AI will be 10 to the power of AI plus 1 divided by 10 to the power of AI and minus 1. That's exactly what I had mentioned up, and now I'll be just explaining that a bit more. So note that 10 to the power of AI plus 1 will basically give us the denomination of the AI plus 1th banknote, and if we divide that by 10 to the power of AI, then that will basically give us the quantity which we must multiply 10 to the power of AI by to get the next banknote, and we can use one less than that quantity, because if we use that much quantity then we'll form the next banknote. So that's why we can only use up to minus 1 of that quantity. And as I explained with the example 10 to the power of 4 and 10 to the power of 7, so let's take another example. Let's say we have 10 and we have 10,000 for example. Then in this case we can take 10,000 by 10, which is 1000, minus 1, which is 999, because if we do 10 into 999 we get 9,990. However, if we do 1000 times then we get 10,000, which is actually not allowed, and this is allowed. That's why in general we can use at most, so the maximum number of occurrences will be equal to this quantity. And in general, so this is what we are going to do. However, if there are, so the only case when this doesn't work is if there are, if k is basically, so if k plus 1 is basically greater than max number of occurrences, so max number of occurrences, then in that case here we can't use all occurrences, and that's why we'll just take the number of occurrences to be, so that's why the number of occurrences of AI, number of occurrences of AI basically will be equal to the minimum of k plus 1, because we want to make a total of k plus 1 banknotes. We want a total of k plus 1 banknotes. So f of s should be greater than k. That means f of s should be k plus 1 or more. So that's why number of occurrences of AI will be minimum of k plus 1, comma 10 to the power of AI plus 1 divided by 10 to the power of AI minus 1. And we are always going to update k. So we are going to decrease k by number of occurrences of AI, and we can basically increase the answer, or we can like the total sum. So the sum which we are storing will increase by basically the number of occurrences of AI into 10 to the power of AI, because we know that there are number of occurrences of AI banknotes being used, and each banknote has denomination 10 to the power of AI. That's why if you multiply them by 2, we'll get the contribution of the AI banknote. And then in the end we just print S after we perform this operation. So now I'll just show you the code implementing the same idea. So in the code, I first store all the powers of 10 up to 9, because we are going to need up to 9 powers of 10 handy when we are performing this kind of division. That's why we just store the powers of 10 beforehand, and I pre-compute them. Then for each test case, I take in the value of n and k. I store I using a long vector, and I store occurrences of I to be the number of times AI will come in the sum, and S represents the final sum of money. And now for each I going from 0 to n, if k is less than 0, then we are done, because we know that we have produced, we have used enough number of banknotes, and otherwise we let occurrences of I to be the minimum of, so occurrences of I will be the minimum of k plus 1, because we need at least k plus 1 banknotes for all the banknotes to get exhausted. And then it's basically 10 to the power of AI plus 1 divided by 10 to the power of AI minus 1. So we take the minimum of these two, so that's why initially we set it to be k plus 1, And there's a border case. So if I is equal to n minus 1, this means that ai plus 1 is not defined. That's why we don't, that's why only when I is not equal to n minus 1, we take the minimum with powers of, with 10 to the power of ai plus 1 minus 10 to the power of ai minus 1. So basically, this basically does, another way to write this would be powers of ai plus 1 divided by powers of ai and minus 1, or another way is to just use the subtraction, because in that way we are, because 10 to the power of ai plus 1, so ai plus 1 minus 10, so basically 10 to the power of ai plus 1 divided by 10 to the power of ai is also equal to 10 to the power of ai plus 1 minus ai, and that's why you can either divide them manually or just write the subtraction and take that power. So either ways we can compute this quantity, and then we subtract 1 to get occurrences of I, and k will decrease by occurrences of I because that's the number of banknotes which we use, and we increase the total sum by occurrences of I into 10 to the power of ai, and in the end we just print s. So now I'll just submit this code to see that gets accepted. So as you could see, my code got accepted. I hope you like this problem and my solution for this problem. If you had any doubts, do leave them in the comments down below. And if you like this video, don't forget to give it a thumbs up. Thank you.